Ninth class, chapter number 7, triangles. Now the objectives or what we will learn in this chapter are the congruence of figures, the definition of congruence of triangles, the criteria for the congruence of the two triangles, and some properties about the triangles. So, congruency is, what is the congruency? It is when the two shapes are in equal size and shape. When the two objects or two figures are equal in size and shape, we can say that figures are congruent figures, and this is known as congruency. So in this, a polygon are congruent if and only if their corresponding sides and angles are equal. Now we are talking about the corresponding sides and angles. If these are equal in two polygons, then we say the two polygons are congruent. So for example, daily life we use or we come across these congruent objects as coins, CD players, CDs, biscuits. Biscuits are the congruent figures. Letter pad sheets. The cards which we play, all the cards are, if we are taking two cards, then both are identical in shape and size. The two cutting of pizzas are also equal in shape and size. So, now in the sense of triangles, the two triangles are called congruent triangles if their corresponding angles and the corresponding sides are equal. For example, we have a triangle PQR and LJK. So in these two triangles, as we observed in the figure, angle P is equal to angle L, angle Q is equal to angle J, angle R is equal to angle K, side PR is equal to LK, side QR is equal to JK, and side PQ is equal to LJ. Now these two triangles are congruent as the corresponding sides and the angles of the two triangles are equal, and we write the triangle PQR is congruent to triangle LJK. This sign, remember, this sign is the sign of congruency. Whenever we will write the congruent figures, we use this sign. So, when we are saying the triangle PQR is congruent to triangle LJK, this means P corresponds to L, Q corresponds to J, R corresponds to K. That is, for any two congruent triangles, corresponding parts are equal. Remember, for any two congruent triangles, corresponding parts are equal. When we are saying the triangles are congruent, so all the parts, including angle and sides, all these sides and angles are equal. So we use for this is CPC T, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle. As we know, any two triangles are congruent, then we write by the CPCT, or corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Now the criteria for congruence of triangles. So first of all, SSS congruence rule, that means side, side, side. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Second is SAS congruence rule, or we can say side angle side. It says two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle. That is, two sides and angle between the two sides of one triangle is equal to the two sides and included angle. Included angle, that is the angle which is in between these two sides, or we can say the common vertex of these two sides, that is called the included angle. Third condition is ASA congruence rule, that is angle side angle, or we can say two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. That is, the two angles, the side which includes these two angles, that side is known as included side. So when two angles and the side which is base for these two angles is equal to the another triangle which has the same the side which is included two angles. So it is ASA congruence rule. Now next is RHS, that is right angle hypotenuse. So by this term RHS we can understand right, that is 90 degree, H, that is hypotenuse, and S, that is side. So one is right angle, one of the hypotenuse, and one of the side of perpendicular or the base should be equal, then the two right triangles are known as congruent. So we can say if the hypotenuse and a side of a right angle triangle is equivalent to the hypotenuse and a side of the second right angled triangle, then the two right triangles are said to be congruent by RHS rule. So we can observe by this figure. In the first figure, the corresponding sides are equal. So it is SSS congruence condition. Here the two sides and these two sides contain an angle, that is the included angle. So these two sides and the included angle is equal to the two sides and included angle of other triangle. So these two triangles are congruent. Similarly here, the two angles and the side between these two angles is the included side. So these two angles and included side of the another triangle will also equal, then the triangles are called congruent by the ASA angle side angle rule. Then the next, in the right angle triangle we have right angle, hypotenuse, and one of the side is equal to the hypotenuse, right angle, and one of the side of the other triangle. So we can say these two triangles are congruent by RHS criteria. Now let's talk about SAS congruence condition. So as SAS itself denotes or itself says the two triangles and are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle, as in this one figure. We observe that this AC and XY are equal, side CB and side ZY both are equal, and the angle C and angle Z of two triangles are equal, then these two triangles are called congruent triangles by SAS criteria. So, on the basis of these criteria, SAS, SSS, ASA and RHS, we will solve the problems of the exercise 7.1. So, first question is, in quadrilateral ABCD, AC is equal to AD and AB bisect angle A, then show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, and what can you say about the BC and BD? So let's start the solution. The given figure is this. Now as we have to given show that, so always remember whenever it is written show that and prove that, systematically we have to write the solution. First point is given. So what is given in the problem? In a quadrilateral ABCD, we have given AC is equal to AD and AB is the bisector of angle A. Then next point, to prove. What we have to prove? We have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Triangle ABC, this one ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay. And now start the proof. Let these two triangles ABC and the triangle ABD, where AC and AD, this is given in the problem, angle CAB and angle DAB, these are also equal, as it is given AB is the bisector of angle A, that is the bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. And the last, in both the triangles we are getting by this figure AB is the common side for both the triangles. So AB is equal to AB is the common side for the triangles. So we can say now we have SAS. So we can write by SAS congruence criteria, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. And therefore we can write, as the triangles are congruent, so by the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also equal. So we can write BC is equal to BD. The second question is, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC, angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Then we have to prove, first point, triangle ABD. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Second, BD is equal to AC, that is diagonals are equal, and angle ABD, angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. So let's start the solution of this problem. First we have to write given, as in the question it is written prove that. So the first step of this solution is given a quadrilateral ABCD in which AD is equal to BC and angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Now we have to prove. To prove, first triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Second point, ABD is equal to AC, and third, angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. Now we start the proof. In this quadrilateral, we have given AD and BC are equal. Angle DAB. Now let's see. Angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Now these two angle B and this angle A, these two angles are equal. Now angle A is in the triangle ABD and the angle B is in the triangle BAC. So for proving, we will take these two triangles. So triangle ABD and triangle BAC, we have this side AB is equal to side BC. It is given. Again, this one angle BAD is equal to ABC, or we can say angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. These two angles are equal. It is also given in the problem. Now one thing, when we are looking this triangle ABD and the triangle ABC, this side AB is in both triangles. So we can say this side AB is equal to AB, as this is the common side for both triangles. So AB is equal to BA. And now we have the three things. First of all, side AD and BC are equal. Side angle A and this angle B are equal, that is angles. Then AB is equal to BA, again this side. So by S, A, S, by S, A, S, triangles are congruent. So we can say triangles are congruent. Then the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Then we can write BD is equal to AC. And also, if the triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC, then angle ABD is equal to angle BAC by the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So, we have proved all the three parts of the given problem.